Well, the sound of Helhorse is really raw, very dirty, and often very groovy as well. One reviewer called us the dirtiest rock band in Denmark, so I kind of like that description. Well, hopefully, when you put on a Helhorse record, and this record, it gives you this massive vibe of almost like an American 18-wheel truck driven on a very icy Nordic road, and maybe the driver has had a few too many beers. It's got to be the drums and the bass that pushes it forwards all the time. The guitars create the layers and the signature sounds, and the vocals are on top creating the melodies, which is like a very classic structural way of seeing it.
Recorded music can offer, as like compared to live music, that you have more to play with, and you don't have live music. It's right there and then, and once you've played that note, if it's wrong, you can't like, oh, let's go back and redo it.
No,
it's there. It's done. It happened.
Biggest technical eye opener. That's a good question.
For me, my revelation came through switching to a tube amp. I don't know if that's related to the question.
Definitely.
I switched to tube amp, and it just feels right for my way of playing. And the best way of describing that is compared, like, solid state amps sound great also, but it's like making a good sauce or gravy. And if you use like low fat milk, you still get the gravy, but if you use the whole fat, it's just better. And that's the way I feel with the tube amp. I mean, it just sounds more rich and fat. So that's been, for me, a great eye-opener, switching to tube amp. My favorite production of all times could be, or probably is, Nirvana's In Utero record. I think the drums are sounding killer on that record. It's very ambient. You can hear the room. It's not overprocessed. For example, if you listen to the Black Album by Metallica, the drums are very like in your face and studio-like. But on the In Utero record, it's really live, and you can hear when the snare goes off. You can hear the room, and that's my wet dream of a album production. That's the kind of, yeah.
I have two. I have Baroness, Yellow and Green, and actually I have the Black Album.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
No, because I'm born and raised on this American sound, like Bob rock, all these kind of stuff, and I just love this.
It sounds huge.
My mother always told me when I was like 2 years old, at that young, and I have like vague memories of it, that I was a very easy pacified child, because you would just be able to sit me down, give me my pacifier, and give me headphones on. I would hope for the future and for future generations that they are allowed to dive into high quality sound experiences again. I think we're moving that direction. I think it's no longer a question of like efficiency or tempo. We have that. I think people want to sit down and focus. I think that's going to be the new keywords in our life. And music has a big role to play here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, hail
Thank you
Satan
very
and all
much.
that.